Oh no,
Nice.
there's no sound.
Yeah, the sound is now fixed. Streamlabs. So you guys know the intro by now. You know what it
There it
is.
is.
You'll never
was
hear how
nothing
good
new.
it was, though, Brian. That's easily
It
the
was the
best one
best
you
one
ever
ever.
did.
And you
Yeah.
know what?
You
It's
did
just
say
gone now. It's gone forever.
N-D instead of and-D. And I want to declare we are legally distinct from toads, voles, newts, and
Dungeons.
dungeons.
Yes.
For now.
which is a different show entirely. Yeah, I mean, don't spoil the merger.
Tasty
Yeah.
Jake, thanks for the sub.
Hey, if you're on YouTube and you just checked your mute button, got him. Gotcha. You got pranked.
You got him.
Sorry.
got him.
Let's see. So this is the third week of our Futurama campaign. That last week I believe ended in a TPK. So
Oh,
we have to
right.
just-
Oh yeah, we went to California Pizza Kitchen
to
last
that
I
week.
forgot we
Good
all
old-
died in a 7-Eleven, a space 7-Eleven.
I don't think Tony did get a haircut, but
did
it,
not
it
get a
does
haircut.
look good
There it
as
is.
always.
My friend Jeff got a haircut, though. So
Nice.
that's,
Oh,
probably
yeah?
that's probably what you're thinking
Jeff.
about.
For his birthday?
For his birthday, yeah.
Happy birthday,
For his
Jeff.
birthday, all his friends
Happy
gave
birthday,
him a
Jeff.
haircut. What a treat.
So let's see. Everybody died last week, so we have to kind of course correct into a new story. So we've changed up characters. Hey Tony, who are you playing this week?
I'll be playing Zapp Brannigan, attorney at law. Wait, no. Space guy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's
Beautiful.
pretty-
That was really good. Hey Eli, who are you?
No, I mean Eli's.
Yes, sir. I'm Kiff, a loyal mate to Zapp Brannigan.
And then maybe not on Futurama, a member of the galactic force that Zapp Brannigan leads. Who were you again, Carolyn?
I am Richard Nixon.
Wow. Everyone's bringing it today.
I am not a crook. I'm just a head.
Get like really close to the camera and do that.
I'm not of this.
Oh my god.
All right, that's good. Okay,
I lost my.
This is
I
gonna be a
verified.
weird one.
that is Nixon.
I believe I have you on your character sheet listed as Nixon Forged.
Mhm.
Nixon Forge, nice.
You are the head of Richard Nixon in a jar on a robot body.
A powerful robot
correct.
body.
That's right.
Yeah. And
Nixon.
Amy Ability asks, does that mean Kiff is my boyfriend? I think we are pre-Amy and Kiff dating in this timeline, based on my character sheet. So
Yes, that is correct.
It's
Um,
pretty relevant too, as we've done a lot with Amy in this season so far.
Let's see. Is there anything else we should go over? Can we get into it? I think we're good.
if you'd like to sub,
Oh.
we love subs. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a sub for free. You may not know about on the top right.
Yeah,
you can check and see if you
don't
have
give
a
it
free
to
one.
us, Jeff Bezos just gets richer. So
Yeah, it goes straight to him.
Fuck that guy. Or not.
and-
I don't know him.
I think it's safe. I don't think there's any Bezos stands in chat. We'll see, but and we also have
We're about to find out.
yeah,
You'll
we're about to find out who doesn't subscribe.
yeah, you get access to emotes with the subscription, and then also you do not need to be subbed to use if you are watching live on Twitch. There is Blurp, which should be working, where you can pay a couple bits to play different sound effects, which I will react to because I can hear them because of our switchboard type of setup. I am the only one who can hear blurps, but I enjoy them. So
I think we should retcon that it's part of a bit, and then we think it's funny that only Eli can hear them, and that
It's
we
both.
can't hear them.
it's a bit of both. It's a little
bit of
bit
both.
a little
I
combo.
think we should retcon it that I've been relieved since the beginning that I don't have to listen to them. I think it's great. I don't want to change a thing, and I'm happy about it.
You don't want to be interrupted with an occasional yes, yes, yes.
I mean, it's funny when Eli's like doing the voice and he's like laughing at it already. That I'm having a good time. I don't want it to happen to me. I think I get scared. I'd be like,
run out of
"Who's
the room.
here with us? I thought it was just us four guys."
Spirits. Oh, there one came. One went perfect. That was perfectly timed. You guys wouldn't know, but oh boy. YouTube
is funny
YouTube
when
fam
Eli
and
reacts to
Twitch chat, they know. A good old Nani never gets old.
Great. Let's get right into this world of imagination. So I want everyone to picture the Aether Sea, our fantasy version of space, where a Final Fantasy airship style version of the Nimbus, a Earthship Nimbus, of part of this galactic fleet of explorers, adventurers, the works.
Ne'er-do-wells.
They're
A rogues
Hamilton.
gallery.
no, they're the good guys. It's like the Federation.
Okay.
Who's better than Zapp, Brannigan, Kiff, and Richard Nixon?
Yeah. The ultimate
History's-
heroes.
history's
Three
ultimate good
heroes.
guys.
Yeah.
So when we zoom inside of the Nimbus, getting a look at the crew operating the ship, we are, of course, coming hot off of a successful mission exploring the planetoid of the Babatrons. So obviously, everyone's in a pretty good mood. Just had a successful mission. Where would we find everyone on the airship while a big celebration is taking place on the ship?
Well, Zapp Brannigan has like basically the space version of one of those like Homer Simpson, like little water bird things that dip into the glass, rigged up with a string with the other end tied to the steering wheel of the ship because he's out drinking at the celebration. So he's rigged a fine little mechanical device to keep it steady, rocking it gently left to right, but it's also just fully tipped over.
Mm.
Richard Nixon is in the thick of the party, the thick of the celebration. I have a dwarf forged mechanical body. I'm not just a floating head. I am, of course, the disembodied head of a deposed leader that has been magically preserved for centuries. And I'm Richard Thixon, and I have a thick mechanical body. Thanks. Nice, Arizona. And I am in the thick of the party, and I have my mechanical arms around two buxom space wenches. And I'm telling them about the glory days and how the communists are ruining everything.
Which, Nixon, as a deposed leader, maybe former king of Catch-All City, what led you to, in the future, joining this Galactic Federation of Space Explorers?
The buxom space plebes.
Is this a pleasure cruise? Like our next mission is just like helping Richard Nixon get his jollies off?
Yeah, maybe I'll let Brian make that call, but why
chartered
not?
our ship to just take him to like Babe Planet.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that.
This is a sex cruise in space.
It's the
It
love
was a
boat.
hard mission, but then again, so was I.
Kiff is I've just been getting handed like everyone thinks I'm a waiter and keeps giving me empty glasses. No, all right. And now I'm
Including
just
Zapp,
watching
just
them. Yeah.
one more on top.
Sir,
He kind of like reaches over, drops it past Kiff, and then breaks on the floor.
sir, you broke the glass.
You broke the glass by not catching it, Kiff. Now pay attention. A lot of us are inebriated. A lot of them are inebriated.
Yes,
and we
sir.
need to be at the top of our game if we're going to pilot this ship to wherever Brian tells us.
Yes, sir. Ugh.
Just as you get that thought out, up over in the what do you call like that where the wheel would be on a pirate ship?
A bow?
Bow.
Is it different than
Cap-
that?
Captain's area.
I think you
Where
call it
the
the
wheel is.
wheel.
The wheel. At the wheel.
That's
The
not that bad.
wheelhouse.
Yes.
Guys, we've really forgotten so much since we all were a pirate crew together on the Atlantic Ocean.
God, this pandemic, I don't even remember what the wheel area on a pirate ship's called. Absolutely
Zapp.
is a wheelhouse, for sure, yeah.
Zapp, so you're on the deck, drunk among the partygoers. Nixon is probably in full view. Kip getting drinks handed to him. But you can see by the steering wheel, there is a red flashing light, usually an indication that an urgent message is coming in from command.
Sir,
What do you do?
the message light is flashing. I hate to disturb you. I know you're very busy.
Well, answer it, Kip. I'm very busy. And I'm proceeding to like look for another drink, and I like grab one off of the tray that Kip is holding with one has not been consumed yet.
Because another waiter thought that Kip was an underwaiter and handed him a tray full of drinks.
Yeah, he leaves his shift. He's like, "You got this?" Yes, sir. Would you like me to listen to the message and then explain it to you through a series of crude drawings?
If they must be crude, then so be it.
Yes, sir. I just have to stop by the kitchen and I'll go wash all the glasses.
Zapp kicks back at a big like 60s 70s style like plush loungy chair that like really exposes a lot of crotch and lights up a big cigar and waits.
Nixon motorboats the space babes.
Is he just full, what is it, Fatal Attraction? Because he's got like nothing on down there. All right.
Yeah, it's completely fatal, this attraction. And Carolyn, I don't know why, but I'm imagining that it's a like robot space babe, so it's just like clank 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 clank.
Perfect.
So everyone is still mingling among the party.
I've washed the glasses. I'll go answer the message. I guess there's like a button or something.
I guess we'll start the episode, Brian. Thanks.
Yeah. Beep beep. Hello.
And a red like hologram from this magic crystal sort of appears above it. It is, of course, Admiral Gunner from New Catch-All City. He's a round dude with a big bushy like handlebar mustache. And
is he a walrus?
He's got very walrusy qualities.
He didn't say no, Carolyn.
A sentient walrus? He didn't say no.
Hello, Admiral.
Captain Brannigan.
Captain Brannigan is predisposed at the moment. You've got Kiff.
Well, I need the captain's attention immediately. There is an urgent matter where all other missions must be put on the immediate back burner, and this has to be handled. It is a matter of life or death. Or
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'll tell him.
Can I just like ask? This was like a pre-recorded message a minute ago, but now it's apparently not. Or maybe it's just like Kiff knows where all the pauses are going to be, and it's just kind of saying his lines anyway because he knows how it goes with Zapp refusing to answer.
I assume he's not leaving a life or death voicemail. You know.
I mean, what are you going to do? Not leave a message in a life or death situation? No one picks up?
Yeah, you call again. I don't know. We don't need to get into the semantics of calling. All right, Tim. I'll ask him, and I'll go over to Brannigan. Sir, it's Admiral Gunner. It's a life or death situation, sir.
Life or death? Zapp like chokes on like a smoke ring. He's trying to blow, and then like wheezes for about a full.
I give him the Heimlich, and then the smoke ring comes out.
Zapp like wheezes and chokes his way over to the message. Captain, I came what's his name? Admiral?
Admiral Gunner.
Admiral Gunner, I came just as soon as my subordinate informed me. Not a second later. He was just very late.
Yes, sir.
As we cut away from Admiral Gunner explaining the mission to Zapp Brannigan, Nixon at the party, what's next? Like, you had obviously chartered this ship to explore the planetoid of the Baboids, Babatrons, but you obviously chartered them for a further mission after this that is very important. What is that?
The Watergate Hotel.
To the further babe planet of Tahiti 6. For a weird sex stuff cruise.
Set the course for Titty 6.
That's even better.
I can't put that in, sir. It's incorrect.
But I think, honestly, Nixon's sort of dictator dar, evil power grabber dar, went off, and he kind of clocked the red blinking light. And so he's gonna ease over and try and hear the message.
Right. So Admiral Gunner is explaining that on planet Hollywood, a sinister plot is afoot. The filming of Cats 3019-2, Skimbleshanks X. The final product will send madness or spur on a plague of madness throughout the galaxy and must be stopped. Brannigan, this is a matter of life or death.
Meow. It sounds like this pussycat has claws. Grrr.
Pussy, you say? Not if Dick Nixon has anything to do with it. That pussy's all mine. Let's go.
Go ahead, kid.
Oh,
That's Tony
go
talking. Zapp would never.
Yeah. I think you're both that was Zapp. I think these are a different kind of cat, sir. Real cats.
If they got holes, that's enough for me.
We'll see when we get there, Kiff. I like pull a switch that just says like party's over and it opens the airlock and it just sucks everyone out.
Nixon's mechanical arms hang
Sir,
on to some pipes.
the
and he
party
doesn't
was
fly out.
the party was in my quarters, sir. You've launched all my belongings into space.
Well, go get them. I like
Yes,
kick Kiff
sir.
and he flies out the airlock too.
You just see like
cuts
one
to, like-
weathered photo of the last photo he has of his parents. I'm zooming after it in a tiny little pod.
The kid from the last episode who escaped just comes by and like zaps it with his like laser just for no reason.
Commercial break. Episode
commercial
2.
That
break.
was the backup.
Back.
Okay, so the mission that you have received is you have to stop the filming somewhere on planet Hollywood. You have to find and stop Cats 3019 to Skimbleshanks X from being filmed and distributed to the universe.
It's gotta be easy to
you're saying
find it.
Skimbleshanks X like Jason X.
Yeah.
Not like Skimbleshanks X like Skimbleshanks got in a divorce and whatever
He had a
happened to
jellicle
Skimbleshanks X.
divorce. I don't know what that
I was
fucking movie is
thinking
about.
like Okay, this is a whole other thing. I'll fucking tell you what Cats is about. Okay, it's about a whole. I'm not gonna do it now, but I can tell you. But
That's
we'll talk
okay. You
about
don't
that
have
later.
to.
I won't.
I'm
But
good.
if I'm sure other people are interested. We'll do that another time. What was I saying? Oh, I was thinking Skimbleshanks X, like Skimbleshanks After Dark, like Skimbleshanks like XXX, kind of like
That's
naughty
what.
Skimbleshanks.
That's what SSX stands for. The snowboarding game. Skimbleshanks X. New tricks. It's good stuff.
Admiral Gunner, the hologram of Admiral Gunner is, of course, just like, no, it's like Jason X.
Oh. Jason's the one with the hockey mask, sir. You enjoy those movies.
Ah, yes. I think that fella's got a bright future.
Oh. He's at the bottom of a lake, sir.
We'll have to get him right after. Until then, to Planet Hollywood.
It's got to be easy to find, right? Because I assume Planet Hollywood looks exactly like the sign. It's like a planet with the word Hollywood going around it, right?
That is exactly what it is as the ship
Oh
approaches.
my god.
We do like the cartoon, like, boom, it boosts into hyperspeed and then just stops. You hear the brake noise.
I throw up from him stopping so short. I'll clean that up, sir.
Zapp barfs up another cloud of smoke he was choking on from a cigar.
So Planet Hollywood is, of course, a entire world where feature film crystals are produced and distributed throughout the galaxy. There are, at any time, thousands of movies being made at any given time. So the ship, we see the ship. This is where TV&D Goes to the Movies takes place.
Nice.
On Planet Hollywood.
Yes.
Coming at an unspecified time in the future, TV&D goes to the movies.
So we see the ship maybe moving over this kind of like futuristic city. We see cameras recording crystals flash through scenes of movies that I can't think of right now in a full TV anyway, or
Jason
what you see
X.
outside. That's
Yeah.
Jason X, Triple X,
All the X movies.
the movie version
All the
of the X
X-Men.
Factor.
Yeah.
Every X-Men movie.
Can't think of
so
any
your
movies, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not pulling my weight here.
okay, so the ship comes to a stop at the local port with a ton of different like ships of sizes and shapes coming in and out. You step out on the city streets of Planet Hollywood. What do? It's gonna you have to find this movie, stop this movie.
I assume that these streets are filled with, it's like Hollywood where there's a bunch of guys dressed as like Spider-Man charging for photos and stuff.
Yes.
It's just...
Yes. The streets are, of course, lined with stars of varying names, a lot of which in alien languages, so they can't even be made out. You don't even know who half of them are.
we see a star for Zapp Brannigan, and then there's a trash can labeled KIF next to it.
I think when the ship lands and like the little gate opens with a little ramp, and Zapp Brannigan immediately runs down and just starts shooting his ray gun up in the air. Just kind of like around in a heroic pose.
Sir, I
probably
say
like-
again.
Who
Wings the guy on a
freezes?
stilt or something, and he falls over.
Once
Who
again,
freezes
sir.
and is? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, who is the most scared-looking person on this street?
Like by character, or
I mean, just for Brian to make up someone, an NPC.
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy. He looks absolutely horrified. The thin kid. I don't know. Give me some quality. You make him up. You
Okay.
tell me.
Wow! We just asked you to tell
yeah.
me, but then you said you tell me. Whoa, dude.
Okay.
I'll
this
I'll
thing
give you the
turnaround.
second to go. Kif says to Brannigan, "Sir, you remember what the tribunal said about civilians?"
The tribunal doesn't have authority on Planet Hollywood. Do they have authority on Planet Hollywood?
Yes, sir.
They do.
Oh.
I've had many run-ins with them trying to
Dude.
fuck starlets.
It's a galactic tribunal, sir.
Zach like puts his gun away and kind of like backs up, like laughing. He like runs over to the guy who was like on a stilt that he shot out, and like kind of like connects the two pieces of wood back together, like it's okay. And the guy's like bleeding from a head wound on the ground. And he just pretends that everything's okay now.
Should I distribute the settlement, sir?
Yes.
Just handing out like cash and contracts to everyone you just shot. My apologies.
With like a
The
scorch
standard
mark
waiver
across.
applies.
This skinny, scared-looking kid, Nixon just like clamps out of the airlock and extends like a long robot arm to grab the kid around the neck and then pull him close and goes,
Where are the cats? Take me to where Cats is filming.
Make a let's see, we're gonna test intimidation. You are a giant ex-king in a robot suit, and this is a scared kid. So I'm gonna say you get +3 to this roll. So roll a
You know what,
d20,
Brian?
12 or higher.
I am a giant X-King in a robot suit. Thank you for saying that. D20, here we go.
Oh, he's so scared. This kid pisses his pants.
He pisses his shit.
Yeah,
Pisses his shit
he's so scared
right
he
off.
pisses shit because his whole body breaks down.
no!
He's also very sick.
What's happening?
Yeah, he's really sick. It's Tiny Tim. He looks exactly like it's an actual sick boy dressed as Tiny Tim to do signatures and pictures with people.
So this this piss and shit kid, who is now a mess, frantically doesn't like know the full answer to your question, but like tries to stutter out, "There's a cat man at the bar.
A
He's
cat
there all
man,
the
sir,
time."
down at the bar, please. All right.
Yes, like that.
Love it, Tiny Tim.
Having gotten the information they need, Zapp Brannigan would like to choke him out non-lethally.
Sir, the
It's
tribunal.
non-lethal, Cliff. If I could just remember how to, and it's going poorly.
I like your style, Brannigan.
Kind words from a kind man.
That's right.
Okay, great. So he pointed to a tavern. Anyone in chat, feel free to come up with a fun name for what that tavern could be called.
I think the milk bar. Arizona.
Oh, yeah, all
with
Star
the milk
Wars.
bar.
Got all sorts of blue milks and stuff.
Great.
And Draz
David
says
James,
biscuit.
milk bar.
So, milk bar it is.
It's the Mos Eisley Cantina.
So
It's
you
covered
guys,
in
um,
Mhm.
so you guys step into the milk bar, which just looks like a Planet Hollywood or Hard Rock Cafe. As you head down some stairs into this blue neon crystal lit space, there's a bunch of tables, waiters moving around. There is a stage up here.
I immediately get handed like entrees to deliver. Sir, no.
Zapp
Yeah,
is
but 16, just 16. Thanks.
I'll be
Zapp
right
is
back,
trailing
sir.
behind Kif and being like, incredible. This leather jacket was used in the film Terminator 2.
I just return with having dropped off the plates and they didn't tip.
Nixon, are you getting any looks or anything, or is this just par for the course?
Nixon doesn't give a shit when he doesn't really care about public opinion until it's literally life-threatening. So he's just gonna look around and see if there's any cat people there.
Make a perception roll for me. Just roll a d20, cold.
Yeesh.
Not as good as my other roll.
So, that is a 2. You do at the bar see a sort of shady looking half cat, half man in like a scraggled trench coat sipping a whiskey at, once again, I kind of show something like a Hard Rock Cafe bar.
I think you mean a milk whiskey. Also,
milk whiskey.
thinking about it, obviously the cats are at a milk bar. That's
I'm only
Right.
just now getting
This
this.
is not a cat's
Yeah,
bar.
same.
yeah.
There is a cat here, but this is not necessarily a bar for cats. They
Well,
do
lots of
show up
people
every
like
now and
milk.
again because of the milk.
And it makes cats sick, right? Aren't you not supposed to give them milk? Anyways,
You're
that's
not
neither
really
here
supposed to,
nor
but they-
there. But they love it.
Just like a lot of people.
I mean,
People are
also,
really supposed to drink alcohol, but
Yeah,
do
right.
it anyway.
So, okay. So we are in this bar. There is a cat man seated over at the bar over here. However, he notices you looking for him, clearly doesn't like that, and makes a move to start leaving.
He's fleeing,
Immediately, as
sir.
fast as I can, I'm gonna follow him and track him down.
Okay, let me knocking over a table on the
Yeah.
way. Hey!
Yeah, that's my robot
You-
body sound.
You knock a plate of the fajitas that come on the hot steel plate onto somebody, and it just looks exactly like you knock it onto a model of the guy from Indiana Jones whose face melts in that one scene, and you
Yeah.
knock the fajitas onto it, and it melts the exact same way.
Okay, so he is clearly going to try to like make a run for it. He's moving among the tables, not trying to be like inconspicuous, but like coat bunched, moving. What do you do?
He's fleeing, sir.
I shove Kip and say, Kip, he's getting away.
Yes, sir. I'll take off after him.
I'm very strong due to my mechanical body, so I'm gonna just try and jump at him and tackle him.
And
Okay.
kind of closing these off. If there is like a countertop or something, I could stylishly like try to slide down and do like a karate hi-ya kind of style kick to like finish the chase. If they could chase him back to my direction, just in case. I'd like to do that as kind of if we get there.
Great. Okay. So it seems like you're all acting together to stop him. So I'm gonna have everybody roll +1.
Okay.
That's taking into account he's a cat man and can kind of move quickly and sleekly. None of you are like good at anything that would especially give you a benefit here, right?
Well, I was thinking very strong, so I was hoping to like launch myself towards him with extra speed.
I'm very smart, so I could, figure him out.
Your character sheet says that I'm good at fighting, which I don't know if that's accurate. It's the show, but I'll take it. I'm great for a hi-ya style karate.
All right, everybody roll +2 then.
All right.
Okay.
Somebody's got to hit 12. As long as somebody hits 12.
Oh,
Wow.
I like Kif, like, just, you don't see it, but he just like calculates the exact route he's gonna take, and I just like slide right over and cut him off. Excuse me.
I also want to see. Let's see if everybody else's things contributes or goes horribly.
I'm ready to
wrong.
get landed on by Nixon.
I got a 17. Very good.
Nixon.
9 + 2 is 19.
Great. So you just launch toward him.
I just launch toward him and perfectly block off his other exit as Kif like stops him.
And Brannigan, a aerial karate kick.
Here comes Zapp, baby.
Damn, we all did good as hell, dude.
I break his jaw and say, hi.
Don't break his jaw. We want him to talk.
Whoops.
The one worst thing you could have
Just
broken.
back the other direction to try and unbreak.
I fucking kill him.
I mean, in character, I would guess.
So the
But then in his we kill him, but then in his pocket is like the exact address where it's written. Never mind, or whatever Brian was gonna say. I don't know.
So he sees Kip, he sees Nixon coming the other way, and then suddenly, as he's like turning to maybe go in the other direction, Zach Branovich's foot just hits his face, and he hits the ground. His eye bruises up, and he's missing a tooth. Everyone in the restaurant stops. The band playing over in the corner goes to silence. Just like, what the fuck?
Quiet, all you, or you'll be next. I threatened the entire room, I think.
Legally, they cannot be next. You've been again, the civilians.
They don't know that, Kif, do they? Do they?
I just don't know. I'm like, I do think that they're scared of you.
Well, go try and find out. I go have Kif survey the room to make sure that they're scared of me.
Raise your hand if you're scared of right now, please.
So as Kif is going along with the clipboard, this cat in a trench coat is on the floor, bleeding, a tooth missing, screaming in pain. What do you do?
Where's the damn Cats movie being filmed? You fucking kitten. Number 2, Skimbleshanks X, where is it?
His eye is beginning to swell up as he's just like, you don't want to fuck with those people, man. Those people ain't right.
You don't want to fuck with us? You ever heard of a Contra or something? I don't know much about U.S. presidents. Tell us where it is.
Yeah, anybody who knows U.S. history in chat, get ready to be mad because I don't remember anything about.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I do care about history, but I don't give a shit.
I wasn't prepared that the entire second half of Futurama episode would be about Iran-Contra, but here we are.
I come back with the clipboard.
Stop the textbooks, folks. It's time for...
I come back with the clipboard. I'm like, everyone but one person is scared, sir. And I point at like a table in the corner with like the biggest guy you've ever seen in your life.
Zapp like backs off and he's like, well, I'm sure he really is. He's just not saying so. That's fine. He's intimidated. He's too scared to say that.
Would you like me to ask him again, sir?
No. I'll just, I like pop up my collar kind of in my face and like turn away from the guy and make that Matt Groening gritted teeth face.
The Catman explains to you that Cats 3019 2 Skimbleshanks X is filming on the second floor past an alleyway. They're never going to let you in.
Wait, what is the geography of the second floor?
It is
with an alley?
It's kind of like half planet, half like space station.
Okay.
Cool.
It's all like built on each other and stuff.
All right. I was
Cool.
like, this is some Inception hallways
like-
in the middle of the goddamn sky business.
Coruscant?
It's a little Coruscant-y.
A croissant is a pastry, Tony. It's flaky.
Oh,
it's
I'm
hard.
sorry.
You're thinking of, yeah.
You're thinking of Camino.
Biggie Planet Place.
Yeah, yes.
Coruscant's the the city planet.
We all know what Coruscant is.
No,
I
it's a
couldn't
pastry.
tell.
Eli clearly said, Brian. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We were
Eli's
both
trolling,
wrong.
or Eli's a fake nerd. Ooh, start that rumor.
Wait, do you even need those glasses, Eli?
Oh my God.
Nixon picks up the cat's head, squeezes it. He's not gonna
Jesus Christ.
bust it. He's not gonna pop it, but he squeezes it real tight. And he gets him real close and he whispers,
Well, we'll see if we get in or not.
and then eats him across the bar.
Boom, crash. Glass breaks. And then everything goes back to normal. Then everyone resumes their dinner and the band starts
Yeah.
playing
Yep.
again.
Thank you. Thank you for your service. You will be receiving medals in the mail.
And then Nixon's like, "Come on!" And Nixon starts to walk out towards where he towards the second floor across the alley.
The Sky Alley.
Come on, Kif. We gotta follow this Ricky guy. I don't know who he is, but he sure seems determined.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So eventually, you guys make your way through the giant cityoid of Planet Hollywood, up and down levels, maybe getting lost a little bit on the way, following the vague directions that this cat man has given
I
you.
would like to say I know exactly where to go, but no one will listen to me.
I'd like to say that both Tony and Zapp have forgotten what our mission actually is. Are we stopping production? Are we trying to steal
we have
the
to
movie?
stop production.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
Well,
like
Tony knows that now.
there's like clearly labeled doors that say like storage closet, but Zapp is like, that's just what they'd want you to say, think or whatever. Yes, sir.
Also, I really like Amy's point that Planet Hollywood's inhabitants are 99% PAs.
Yeah.
Yes. I also like the idea that Zapp is going, like, that's just what they want you to think, over and over and over, finally coming to a source. That's just what they want you to think. And it does open up into the...
But
Yeah.
that door is clearly labeled.
Yeah. No, they have like signs up. They have like those neon green papers that are like filming like big arrow. So if you just read the signs.
What is a sign ever told someone, but they're foolish enough to believe a piece of paper?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you find yourselves at the gate of the studio producing Cats 3019 2 Skimbleshanks X. There are these giant, like, purple chrome walls, a laser grid in the middle, impassable, and then 2 guard towers where half cat, half people in like little security guard uniforms sit with clearly the control console to the gate. There is also another cat man guarding the door.
I
Can
would
I
just
just flavor say that they're sitting, but they're sitting like and like doing weird like
yeah.
stupid cat movements.
I would just like to say that this map looks like a robot who doesn't know how to put on lipstick. That's how I feel.
It's got a little bow on its top head and the eyes. I love it.
Do I look
Chat, name
pretty?
it.
I'm ready for the dance.
Chat, what is this map named?
Dark Seed.
She'll be back.
All right. A laser
explain
grid,
this
sir.
laser grid. This is
Rosie.
like-
It does look like Rosie from the Jetsons. So it's impassable, the laser grid. It's not even like you couldn't even, like that guy from like Ocean's 11 with that cool song your way through it.
It does have-
That one.
They are individual lasers. It would be a tight squeeze, but someone could get through it. And then these guards also clearly operate the laser and like could shut it off.
Hmm.
And there's no is the wall is like floor to ceiling? Those
Yes.
purples? Okay.
Actually, no, they're not. They you could scale them. However, there are guards there who might, see you do that.
I like that the insane geometry that you have described basically means that like on the second floor of this building, it opens up to a big room that then like subsequently has like individual soundstage like enclosures built on it as if you're on a studio lot.
Mhm.
That is good. I'm happy.
Lasers, sir. What do you suggest we do next?
I see them, kid. Hold on. I lick my finger and I touch the laser. Like cuts away as you hear me like scream, and I come back into frame, and like my finger's like burnt, and I'm holding it. I'm like, just as I suspected.
I'm
Hot
wrapping.
and dangerous.
I'm wrapping
Don't
your
touch the
finger
bread.
and putting like Neosporin on it, like a mom would for a baby.
Is there any chance that Nixon's metal body can reflect the lasers?
Yeah, I'm interested in that, and then I'm interested also in how much clearance is between the lasers. Like, are the waves going like this, or are they just like straight across lasers?
They are waving.
Okay.
So like they are individual, but
That's
Yeah,
not
they
how
are-
lasers work, Brian.
it's space.
I know.
And magic space at that.
Lasers do not work
yeah,
that way. Sorry.
So does
Futurama
Nixon's
joke.
Nixon's metal body reflect the lasers?
I think you're gonna have to find out.
We could roll for it.
Let's roll for it, but first Nixon's gonna take his head off and hand it to Kif to hold, because I can operate my body. This is on my character sheet. I'm not cheating this hard. I can operate. If you detach your head, your mechanical body can still operate regularly under your control. So I'm gonna take my head off. I'm gonna hand it to Kif. Check.
Don't lose this.
And then the body's gonna walk towards the lasers, and I'm gonna hold
Yes,
like
Mr. President.
That's King President to you.
I'm gonna
Sorry, he's
hold-
still learning, Mr. Nelson.
I'm gonna hold a finger out into the lasers and see if it zaps
So
me.
you have on your finger some like little metal plates, right?
Yeah.
Like dwarves.
I mean-
like dwarves put on the robots, obviously.
Yeah, it's a dwarven. I'm a dwarven construct, dwarf forged mechanical body. Also, it's spooky kabuki. Thank you so much for the sub. 2 months they've subbed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fun name
We
to
really
say.
appreciate it,
Spooky
and
Kabuki.
it does help us keep doing the show.
It sure
Uh,
does. And my rent also. Boop.
So you put your finger into the. What are you hoping to do?
Just see if it's reflective. If I can, my metal is like immune to the lasers, basically.
It like sparks a little, and you see like a little bit of a ray blast in a direction. So it is reflectable, but it's hard to control and could go very wrong. Failing the roll isn't nothing happens.
You look
Just
back
also-
and one of my toes is sliced off. There's like a burn mark on the floor. Ouch, sir.
Kif, you fool, you've injured yourself. Owie, I say as Kif like, continues to
You
bandage
point.
my
You
finger.
point at me, and then it hurts your finger to point. Ah! I told you not to point, sir.
Nixon comes
I've
back.
got a boo-boo.
Nixon comes back and reattaches his head and takes Zapp aside.
Says, your friend there looks bendy and skinny. I can try, old Tricky Dick style, but I'd like to send the boy in first.
What, you think you could just tell him to do whatever you want to do? He's his own man. Kif, be your own man.
Yes, sir. I just like stand different. Is this good?
No, do it better. More manly. And I like suck in my gut, and it like clearly herniates in some kind of way. It's terrible.
Are you gonna make me go through the laser, sir?
We're
Yes.
gonna make you try, you squishy greeno. Get in there.
Like we've turned around, like Nixon and Zapp. We're now like buddies. We just have our arms around each other. We're like, yes, we're doing that.
So how like these things are moving? It's like very hard to get through, right?
It would be extremely hard to get through.
Is it how much clearance is at the bottom?
So
I have with this. I have a magic hacking terminal. That seems very relevant.
I knew he
You-
could do it.
Laser grids exist to be hacked and to be danced through in that one.
Stop
movie.
it with that computer, you nerd. Get through the laser. Get through the dangerous, impenetrable gate.
Can I? I don't know how the magic hacking terminal works. I aim it at something,
Yeah, there's like a little console on this side. The magic hacking terminal is, of course, I assume, carved out of wood, has like a crystal in it with like reading like a screen.
Mm-hmm.
There's like runes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are able to sort of like hold it over it, establishing, of course, the magical connection to hack whatever you intend to try and make happen.
I'd like to turn them off.
I thought I told you not to play your computy games and your video goofs.
So I'm gonna have you make a roll for me. Let's see. You have the hacking terminal. You are very smart with using it. So I'm gonna give you a +2. You have to roll over a 12
Let's
to
do
successfully hack the terminal.
Did that go? Okay. Oh, perfect. I would say he says that, but the hacking interface when you zoom in on it is Dig Dug. It looks exactly like Dig Dug. So my little guy goes down, like shoots his hose into one of those goggle dudes, and like right as he like there's 3 of them going around, one for each laser, and I just have to Dig Dug around and kill all 3. And whenever I kill each one of the lasers shuts off. Lasers taken care of, sir.
So the laser's like pew out, and the cat guards are immediately like one comes down from his tower onto the ground floor to start to investigate. The one by the door comes forward to investigate.
Sir, I suggest we capitalize on the element of surprise.
Yes, of course. Surprise! I pull out my gun. The surprise is
your gun is named Surprise.
Sure. No one ever sees it coming.
Great. So they are pulling out their they have these like crystal powered electronic batons that they are pulling out and begin to hum. Pretend the lasers aren't there. I can't figure out how to delete them. And you guys can go first. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna punch them in their faces at once.
I want to kill our enemies, Brian.
Great.
With violence.
So Nixon, you were stepping up and one who tried to punch both of them. Yes. Great. So I'm gonna have you roll no modifiers. Kind of the positives and negatives cancel each other out. Flat roll a 12 or higher. What happens when you double punch these cats?
I just forward and say something pithy about the Nixon presidency and punch them both in the face.
I think they both go flying, hitting the ground with and are beginning to pick themselves back up. Tony and Eli.
I'll shoot it. The ones in the towers aren't armed?
The one in the tower is pulling out a crystal-powered sniper rifle.
Oh, okay. Well, I shouldn't have asked that because you just added his.
Yeah, baby.
It's clear. I did like the idea of melee guards that have high ground, just like trying to punch down.
No.
If he's trying to snipe, I should probably. What's the deal with my camouflage?
You become camouflaged.
I'll go camouflaged and try to sneak, try to get up to his perch.
Okay. Let's see. So you just become the color of like the gray cement.
Sure.
Ground, and we see you like weaving through the action and towards the purple tower structure. Go ahead and make a roll to make it there undetected. You have the camouflage. They're distracted, not really looking for you, and you're being sneaky. So go ahead and roll +3.
Go dice.
How do you... I think on his the sight on his sniper rifle is
it's
like
thermal.
picking up heat.
Yeah. Oh no. And then Zapp's also like, as soon as I try to disappear, Zapp's like, Kif, you disappeared.
Just as I suspected, the coward has run from the fight.
So yeah, I'm just getting tracked down. I mean, I still, I guess, want to run to like under him where he doesn't have a sight line on me.
Right.
I'll zigzag.
Okay.
Running zigzags. That's what they taught me when I lived in DC, and the DC sniper was active.
Jesus Christ. Serpentine, I learned from Archer in a much less dark story than Eli's.
You didn't have indoor recess for a month or two? Watching Drumline because there's a sniper?
Right.
Yeah.
Tony, what does Zapp Brannigan do?
Zapp Brannigan begins to shout "Hi-ya" while shooting his laser at people. I'm trained in the ancient art of gun kata.
Go ahead and roll +1 as you shoot just.
Cut to
Indiscriminately.
Zapp Brannigan sleeping through the movie Equilibrium, just not watching it at all.
Zapp Brannigan, like, I don't know, I'm imagining that my ray gun surprise is powered by like a giant 9-volt battery, and he like throws it into the middle of the room and tries to do a roll to land on it to reload.
Yeah.
Here we go. 18 + 1, that's a 19.
Great. How do you kill one of them?
With my ray gun. It puts a big old hole right through the middle of him. And I say something pithy that doesn't quite make sense, like, open for business.
Great. So that Catman goes down. Let's see. One is lunging back at Richard Nixon with his like crystal stun baton. And he misses. Nixon, how do you defend against an attack?
Nixon's going to, I think, just jump up and like pop up and
So just
avoid
he
the
eats
attack.
more ground as.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. And then the sniper, who of course has this thermal sniper, is taking a shot at Kiff.
The zigzags,
he missed
baby.
it.
I'm moving.
Just you zig, and the blast is just right where you were.
I zig, he zags. Easy peasy. No problem.
Great. So those were their actions. What do you guys do?
I don't know what the deal is with like the outside of the tower, but I'll just try to. Am I like sticky? I can't remember if Kiff is. He's like slimy or something. Can I climb a wall?
You can climb a wall.
I just go and get into close quarters with the sniper.
Great. So you make your way up the tower. It's just kind of got like an open face, open top, with like his sort of command console. You
An
leap.
open face tower is what they call it.
That's I will. I don't even want to learn what it's really called. Never tell me. So you leap over the side and can attack this guy, this Catman.
Yeah. I'll just. I would just grab his like one of his nerves and be like, surrender, please.
That's great. Go ahead and roll +2.
He's got cat nerves. He's slippery.
It's he manages to get out. He's
Actually,
still kind of like.
What I was trying to do, even though I already failed it, it's a cat guy, so I try to grab him where that one place where if you grab cats, they just like totally go limp, you know?
The scruff?
The
like,
scruff, yeah.
Neck scruff.
Yeah.
So you still grab like a handful of scruff, and it's like, come on, man, that's humiliating.
I'm basically petting him.
Nixon.
So the cat in front of Nixon is a shaggy cat. It's kind of got long, like scraggly fur. And he zeroes in and he sees this little peace sign on his vest. And Nixon just gets pissed. He goes, fucking hippies! And then he takes his mechanical hands and clamps them around the cat's neck and tries to squeeze until his head pops off.
Yikes.
Great. Roll +2.
Okay. We popping heads, people. Let's go. Boop. Fuck. 7.
You can see like the blood like rushing to his head and his eyeballs begin to bulge a little bit, but his head does not pop.
Damn
Just too
hippies
chill.
with their flexible necks.
All that marijuana made them so pliable.
Like
Zapp.
a drunk surviving a car wreck.
Yikes.
Zapp.
God
Speaking
damn.
of light subject matter,
Fuck. We need
Zapp-
we need like a cleanse. We need some sage or something. We got the DC shooter. We got fucking drunk surviving car crashes.
Zapp sees Kif petting the cat and says, "Kif, stop fraternizing with the enemy and start splatternizing the enemy." And he
Yes, sir.
like turns up some dial on his ray gun and tries to shoot the cat that Kif is currently petting, and it doesn't matter to Zapp that he like very well could hit Kif.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's going to be about a 50-50 shot if you fail. So go ahead and so it's a bit of a distance. It's higher up. So you're just going to roll +1.
You have the low
Okay.
ground.
Here we go. Hiya! It's 12 plus 1, 13.
So it does. Kip, you got your hand essentially petting this cat, trying to grab the scruff, and then just a laser bullet goes right between the eyes,
Yeah.
and there's just a hole.
I feel like you keep saying Kip, but that's so on character for Kif that yeah, sure.
I do keep saying Kip.
So I'm covered in cat guts now. Look like a damn violin. It's crazy.
When the hole
Nice.
gets
Great
blasted
ref, Eli.
through the face, Zapp says, "Open for business." And he kind of looks around this time to see if anyone heard it this time.
Impeccable marksmanship, sir.
Nixon looks up and goes, "Good one."
Nixon,
Thanks,
the cat,
Ricky, Kif.
the cat that you're strangling is going to roll to try and slip out of your grasp and run away.
Oh, that's like Cat's #1 thing to do. I'm so good at that.
It does slip out, so you're just left with the hat sitting on like your hands as he slides out of your grasp and makes a run for it. He is not fully out of view, and you could catch him. You realize you may need someone to be able to open this door,
Yeah, I'm gonna take off after.
or maybe
him.
not.
Well, I'm gonna try and catch him and
And
interrogate him to get the code.
My guy's dead too, right? In the tower?
Yes.
Okay. I just saw it up
He
there.
got splatternized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nixon. So you've got this big, bulky body running out into the street to catch this running cat man. Go ahead and roll just a flat, no bonus.
Okay. Fuck.
Can I let me know when my next turn is. I have an idea.
Kev, go ahead.
Can I pick up the sniper rifle and try to like shoot his leg?
Yes, you can. Let's see. So you've never shot something like this, but actually you're a military guy.
I'm
and you're very smart.
in
You
the
can figure this out,
military.
right? Yeah.
And also
Yeah, yeah.
canonically in like Kif is one of the more successful characters in Ultimately.
Yeah. Like I
Go
have
ahead
some
and roll.
confirmed kills on my under my badge or whatever.
I do want to say, regardless of how well he does, that Kif picks up the gun and fires it like this, where he's got his little elbows tucked to his chest and is holding it in front of his face.
So with all that in mind, roll +4.
Yeah, I put out the
You
bipod
should
on
get
it. I put the
this, yeah.
bipod on it, but I still just hold it weird. But yeah. Okay. So I'll slow him down, sir. And then D20. So this is so easy.
+4.
Go. Yes. He's been kneecapped.
Oh no!
Right in the dew claw. I got him.
He hits the ground with a hard splat. Zapp, he's just before you, just sort of like yowling. No!
I
I
do.
shout up to Kif, "You'll get him next time, Kif. Just a few feet higher."
I like Tasty JK's suggestion. I do. The recoil sends me flying out of the tower.
Zapp, what do you do?
Also, I think there should be a some sort of like flashback to me becoming like a decorated sniper in the Space Army, and there's like I have like a nickname. They call me like the Green Widow or something. Like I'm just like was this devastating sniper, fucking Kiff Kyle, dude. I don't want to go into that guy, but yeah, like this is just Kiff is clearly like very decorated on this.
Yeah. So Zapp, the cat man is retching on the ground. What do you do?
Ooh. I'm also retching from another victory cigar. I'm once again choking on the smoke. You there, cat boy. Let us into this here thing where the movies are made. And I turn confidently to Nixon and I'm like, I speak his language. He trusts me, exactly. And henceforth, ready, set, action.
He weakly clutches his key card that's got a little smear of blood on it. I'll never give it to you. Meow.
That's a key item.
Nixon's gonna go and just grab it and take it, and then stomp on his head,
Ew.
and then go to. Yeah, it's getting darker. I'm getting into a dark zone as this episode's going on.
One bloody print as you walk back.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
Had a nuffy, fluffy.
Tony, now I see why you wanted to play this character. It's you.
I just get to make horrible jokes and be violent. What's better than that?
Okay, give me 1 second to set everything up. So you guys step onto what is clearly the film set of Cats 3019 2 Skimbleshanks X. There are a bunch of half-man, half-cat hybrids performing in an unsettling but also oddly arousing way. There is 3 recording crystals recording the action.
Happen.
There is a large stage, a railroad track heading into the set. There is a crystal set video village over here where a robot Tom Hooper, whose head has been screwed onto a robot body, is watching with great interest.
We just need to stop this production, right? That was our ultimate goal.
That is your ultimate goal. It's a robot Tom Hooper calls cut and is like, what is this? You're
Zapp
stopping my masterpiece.
Been mystified by the dancing cat bodies and has kind of like pulled his tunic down a little bit in front of himself and is just standing awkwardly.
Nixon looks around and is just horrified, wide-eyed that
This is smut and filth, and it cannot stand.
And then he's gonna start, I think,
We just need to wreck shit, right?
Yeah, he's just gonna say,
Stop this at once and surrender now, or it will get gross.
Nothing can stop Hooper's art. I have Oscars.
Who's Hooper? And what is art? Who can say, really?
Cats, attack!
Clever observation, sir.
You see the cats, like all of them, like extend their claws from their hands as they begin to approach. As like da na 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 begins to swell through the studio. What do you do?
I think like Nixon and Tiff both like pick up their weapons like they're gonna fight, and then Brandon's like, wait a second, because he's like kind of like, let's see what happens.
But they're blinding you, sonny boy. You can't understand.
He's gonna Nixon's gonna run at Hooper and just try and bash him. Punch him, double punch him in the head. He's gonna try and squish his head.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
For you, Brian.
Yes.
A, did I bring the rifle with me? And
yes.
B, might this rifle have a laser sight on it?
Yes.
Can I attempt to distract as many of the cats as I can by flailing the laser about in front of them?
Is this something that someone in chat brought up was that the laser doors, they were like, you're trying to tell me that the cats weren't distracted enough by the laser doors to just let you slip
That's
through.
what they noticed as soon as they turned off. Yeah. So I would like to use it to make the cats think there's some sort of strange red bug on the floor, you know?
Yeah, go ahead. That's amazing. Go ahead and roll 1d20 plus 3.
Let's go. Dirty 20. I'm distracting them, sir.
So you're waving the laser all about, and you just see the cats like heads moving together.
Yeah.
Up.
I'm doing like a
up, down.
figure 8, and then like I'm like putting it like under like a couch for a second, and then like back out from under the couch. I got them. They're entranced.
And then you just hear like, it's an intruder, get it, as they all just start like boom, like there's smoke fills the set as they crash into equipment. And,
oh, can I realize that?
dust.
And I'm just gonna like try to send them into all the cameras and the set.
Go ahead and make another roll to try and make that happen, because that would be very effective. Roll plus 2.
Go. That's it. 14.
I think as you put it on 1, you just see the whole horde of them come smash the crystal. As the laser moves over to the next one, just a cloud of cats over to the next one. Hooper's like, no. So Nixon, do you still want to make a move?
Yeah. I want to try and kill Hooper because I know he's gonna strike again. Like, this is a madman who must be stopped. It's like letting. Oh my gosh, suspicious wizard is raiding us with a party of 14.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome
Yay,
to TV&D.
Raid.
We're playing a D&D Futurama ep today.
That's
We got
right.
all your favorite characters: Brannigan, Kiff, Richard Nixon.
His
This
head.
bar has everything.
So yeah, I'd like to continue with taking my robot fist and trying to squish this guy's head.
Tom Hooper.
Tom Hooper, director of
Hooper.
Cats 2019 and of Cats 3019 2, Skimbleshanks X.
Wait, so just for diegetically then, is Hooper also a head in a jar like all the famous
Yes.
historical figures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Oh,
Battle of the
pour-
Heads.
let's all pour one out for suspicious wizards.
Pet
They had
goat.
just finished an emotionally difficult D&D session where their pet goat died.
Welcome.
We're here for you.
We're here.
I won't
We're
pour one out because that'd be on my keyboard, but
we're disrupting the filming of a future version of Cats.
Yes.
So you're all
Yeah.
caught up.
Yep.
Great. So Carolyn, go ahead and roll plus 2 to squeeze Tom Hooper's head glass.
Yep. Gladly. Let's go. Is that a 19 or a 1?
That is a 1.
Mm.
And
No, but it's a plus 2, so it's not a nat. But
It's
I
a
guess
natural
still
one,
like
Carolyn.
crit.
You've played
It's
it. You've
crit.
played this game before.
Shut up, Eli. I will fly across the country.
I think as you're like squeezing and you can see the dwarf forged arms begin to psst as the pistons fire off, and then as you're doing this, Tom Hooper raises his leg and then kicks you in the groin, which like is a button.
Yeah.
A big pain button. Yeah.
Right.
oh, pain and pleasure.
Joke's on you. I'm into this shit.
So that knocks you backwards a little bit, and some of the lights on your body are beginning to fire off, like warning. Zapp, what do you do?
Oh boy, I guess the Zapp's kind of entrancement with the sensual cats has probably been broken with the laser pointer. So at this point, like, he doesn't understand what movies are or how they're made or anything, and so he's just kind of like setting a gas fire, I think. So he's just looking for the most flammable thing and is trying to set fire to it. I imagine that it's like drapes. Probably drapes and hay.
Yes.
That seems like there would be both of those things in a Cats
Definitely.
movie.
Definitely. And of course, all the sets in the studio are built at once on different walls, so you can just make your way over to the house set and light the drapes. And the building is beginning to go up in smoke. Tom Hooper immediately, we're going to say that all of the hard drive with the film is stored on the Video Village console. And Tom Hooper rushes for it, trying to grab what he can to preserve what he can of this film.
Can I go for a kill shot?
Great. So, Kiff, go
I
ahead
line
and roll.
it up. And not only that there are a swarm of cats coming for him, but yeah. And again, the flashback comes back. It's Kiff in like the classic like Vietnam like vest with like, you know, like a pack of cards and it's strapped into his helmet. He's like smoking a cigarette. That goddamn song is playing. Something's happening here. And
Kiff is still like coughing a lot as he tries to smoke the cigarette.
yeah. And like quietly to himself, Kiff is like, breathe in, breathe out, squeeze. And then I would try
D20
to
plus 3.
please.
Yeah.
No. I'm too distracted, and also the Naruto theme is playing because of the blurbs. Yeah, I was trained in the village, the hidden fucking leaf to snipe. I think I'll leave it up to Zapp.
Get in the way.
Like one of the cats or Zapp fucks it up somehow. I'll leave it up to Tony and his wisdom, but I'm sure that Zapp fucks this up. Like he just like pats me on the shoulder. He's like, "Good thinking, Kiff," and like smacks my shoulder, and my aim flies off.
I think Zapp's like, Kiff, out of the way, he's getting away, and he just like knocks the rifle out of the way, and it brings out his rig and dead. So, in Kiff's stead, I would like to take a shot.
Great. Go for it. Roll +1.
+1. That's a 10.
We were rolling so good at the beginning of the session. What happened?
So Zapp, you're firing as Tom Hooper with handfuls of hard drive crystals, making his way towards the door. Let's see, Nixon, you got one chance to stop him before he gets away.
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what's coming next.
I have. No, I want to save that. I want to save that for the end.
What do you think this is? It's going to be our end if he gets away.
The end when, well, we're not here. This is a very last option. Like, if he gets away, then I will employ
Like the
this
biblical end when we're not here? The rapture?
option. Yeah, basically. Okay, so like the biblical end? Okay. I'm good at shady espionage. I don't know if that's going to help me here, but I just want to put that out there in case anyone has any ideas. I think
This would be the worst spy mission.
Nixon's just going to take one last chance and try to launch himself full force like a rocket, using his strong legs to jump off to bust into Tom Hooper's head.
Let me say something here, Brian. I'll do some bargaining as well. Richard Nixon is currently trying to destroy a piece of recorded media, which is something that Richard Nixon does
Thank you, Eli.
have a historical recorded history of doing.
Yes.
I was gonna give you a +2. I will give you a +3.
Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. D20 plus 3.
Yes.
Okay, chat. I need your energy now. Let's go. Whoa!
How do you,
Ugh.
Nixon? How do you physically stop Tom Hooper with escaping with footage of Cats 3019 to Skimbleshanks X?
With a lot of shit flashing before his eyes, Nixon thinks about all the regrets, all the things that have gone wrong in his own life, his own timeline, all the scrolls that he could have destroyed but got caught destroying. And he uses his strong dwarven forged legs, full of all of his rage and regret, to just pop himself. And he's got a little metal like cap at the top of his glass thing, and he just propels himself into Tom Hooper's the glass jar surrounding his face, and it goes thunk. He's really, really fast, and then it goes thunk, and Nixon's totally out flat, and then just it slowly, slowly shatters and cracks and cracks and cracks and cracks until suddenly it's explodes, and then Nixon's like head is like impaled in Tom Hooper's head, and then Nixon's robot body just goes like it's like this, and then it just goes in his head like this, and the sides of Tom Hooper's head just slough off the side of Nixon's head, and then he stands up and he goes,
I'm not a bad guy.
The dismount. You had a
The
lot of
dismount.
different anime themes and sound effects playing through that monologue, by the way. So very good. Very good
Zapp
blurping.
Brannigan blows the smoke off of the gun that he's holding as if he did it, and he goes, "That's a wrap."
Oh, hell yeah.
We like see one of those clappers, those movie set clappers, like clap, and we cut back to the Starship Nimbus. There's probably another party for another successful mission. Admiral Gunner is still the hologram, but he has a martini glass among guests. What is our final shot back on the ship at the party, celebrating another successful adventure?
I mean, Zapp's doing like a little go-go dance with some of the Cats dancers. They're clearly less into it than he is, but he's like, "So you say you have 9 lives? Well, how about you spend a couple of them with me?"
I think Nixon got a taste for destroying documents again, and he's just like deleting some files from the ship, just some like, and deleting the whole record of their clandestine trip to Planet Hollywood.
Kiff has lifted up his mattress in his quarters and retrieved a box with a couple dog tags in them, and a single tear rolls down his face. So he rubs these well-worn dog tags.
Zapp pulls the "party's over" switch again, ejecting Kip and all his belongings.
So, my friends.
As we fade out from that, eventually we see the Starship Nimbus returning to New Catch-All City. I don't remember if it was New Catch-All City or New Catch-All City. Either way, it is the Catch-All City of the future, sort of Bronze Age, maybe a little steampunky. However, as the ship comes in, it's a real Planet of the Apes situation where Catch-All City doesn't look the way that you remember. In sort of like fading in front of your eyes, the architecture changes as billboards are built up, holograms projecting, "Do you have diarrhea? Well, stick around for..." We see toys and breakfast cereal mascots beginning to arrive all over the sky tops, or the building tops. The sky tops, you know. As Catch-All City, Castle Catch-All, the main fixture throughout the history of Catch-All City, begins to crumble. Something has happened in the past that we'll have to figure out next week on what's going to be our season finale month.
Zapp looks around at everything going crazy, and he goes, "My God, it's all different. That fire hydrant used to be yellow."
And then, of course, everyone, the entire ship, like Back to the Future style, like fades from existence. But something has clearly happened back in the present on Catch-All City. We'll get into that next month on our little finale campaign, where maybe some favorite characters will be coming back. Let's see. That's Futurama for this month. We're off next week.
Yeah, not next week. Next month. We're talking
Next
about
month.
next month. Yeah. But happy birthday to Stewie 811. Anyways,
happy birthday, Stewie 811. Let's see. Hey, Carolyn Page, where can we find you on the internet?
well, I'm glad you asked, Brian. You can follow me at Jacuzzi Tubs with 2 B's on Twitter. That's a great place. You can also catch me every Wednesday night at sorry, at 7 p.m. Pacific, hosting a competitive Fuck, Marry, Kill game show called Fuck, Marry, Kill Champions. These guys are all going to be on it on June 2nd, so that's going to be a good time. Yeah, so do that.
Hell yeah. Tony Wilson, where can I find you on the internet?
I'm on Twitter at Hopeful Tony. I build little art projects on Friends of the Museum on Instagram. I've got a cat. Are we just listing facts about ourselves?
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Hey, Eli Uden, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter, just my name, Eli Uden, ELIYUDIN. And you can listen to the podcast I do, which is called What a Time to Be Alive, that comes out every Monday with my friends Patty Mo and Kath Barbadoro. You can also hear, we just guested on an episode of a podcast called High and Mighty that John Gabris does. That was a super fun podcast where we discussed little guys, little critters and stuff. So you can find that.
Awesome. Let's see. I'm Goblin Voice on Twitch, and that's about it. So more importantly, go follow TV&D on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. Maybe, hey, if you just stumbled in here on Twitch, hit follow. Let's see. We also got a Discord down below. And I guess that's it. Once again, we are off next week, and then we'll be back in June. Revisiting some old campaigns, dealing with the fallout of whatever the hell is happening. I think that's it. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.